Mrs. Sable, England, Archangel, March 28th, 1783. How slowly the time passes here, encompassed as I am by frost and snow. Yet a strange accident has happened to us that I cannot forbear recording it. Last Monday, July 31st, we were nearly surrounded by ice, which closed in on the ship on all sides. Our situation was somewhat dangerous, especially as we were encompassed round by a very thick fog. About 2 o'clock, the mist cleared away, and a strange sight suddenly attracted our attention. We perceived a low carriage fixed on a sledge, drawn by dogs. A being which had the shape of a man, but apparently of gigantic stature. In the morning, however, as soon as it was light, I went upon deck and found all the sailors busy on one side of the vessel, talking to someone in the sea. It was a sledge, like that we had seen before, which had drifted towards us in the night on a large fragment of ice. Only one dog remained alive, but there was a human being within it, whom the sailors were persuading to enter the vessel. He was not, as the other traveler from the night before seemed to be, a monstrous inhabitant of some undiscovered island, but a European. Good God, Mark, his limbs were nearly frozen, and his body dreadfully emaciated by fatigue and suffering. I never saw a man in such wretched condition. As soon as he showed signs of life, we wrapped him up in blankets and placed him near the chimney of the kitchen stove. By slow degrees he recovered, and I asked why he had come so far upon the ice in so strange a vehicle. His countenance instantly assumed an aspect of the deepest gloom, and he replied, "To seek one who had fled me." "And did the man whom you pursued travel in the same fashion?" "Yes." "Then I fancy we have seen him, for the day before we picked you up, we saw some dogs drawing a sledge with a man in it across the ice." Margaret, in that moment, the man glared at me as if I had spoken to the devil himself.
Victor, where have you been?
The mountains. In a sea of ice.
This house is death. There's no time for adventuring.
Anyway, I must make a long journey. I leave today.
Today? What's about William?
He's ago. I must go to England.
England? Why?
Work.
What's work? The last year I have not seen you work. What is this work that you talk about, that you so decamped to leave to England?
Look, I don't expect you to understand, but...
No, I do not understand. I do not believe these studies are so important. I order you to remain here for the funeral.
And I have no intentions of obeying. I must go.
And your way.
It'll have to be postponed.
But Elizabeth.
Elizabeth can wait. I've been in Ingolstadt for 6 years. A little longer won't make much difference.
Victor, why are you so sad? When your mother was dying, when your mother was dying, she gave me a promise that you'd wed your cousin Elizabeth. It's a last wish that you'd be happily married. You were a sunny child, carefree, alert, and inquisitive. A joy to all of us. And I believed that you would do great things. Instead, there's this sullenness, this melancholy, this low fog of gloom. If you insist upon leaving, I cannot stop you. But you will tell your fiancé. Elizabeth? Where's the friend I remember? His bright-eyed, the ready smile. Where is he, Victor? Where is he going?
Why, Victor? Why must you go to England?
They're at the forefront of electrochemistry. I've had breakthroughs from vitalists, galvanists. I must go and see for myself.
For that you'll put off our wedding.
Yes, it's critical.
What are your experiments?
I'd say they're beyond a woman's scope.
Which part may be beyond my scope?
All of it, actually.
Are you suggesting that I'm less intelligent than you?
Yes. Less educated.
It's hardly my fault I wasn't allowed to go to school. But I could learn. I could be your assistant.
What's up with a Leyden jar, electric eggs.
You know perfectly well that I don't know. Tell me, what is a voltaic pile?
It's still an electromagnetic charge. You link several jars in parallel, and with that you can...
Please take me with you, please. It sounds so exciting.
First I must travel to Oxford. I'll spend many months at the university. Subsequently, I'll travel to the Isles of Scotland. It's barren rocks and a barren ocean. It is, I am told, a dreadful place.
I don't care. We'll be together.
There's no situation for a woman.
What? And you think this is? The world is turning and I'm sitting in Switzerland watching it. I mean, I know it's picturesque with the mountains and the lake. But it's so quiet, it's oppressive. And the people are dull. I want to go to Paris, to Rome, I want to go to America. And I want to talk to you about the world and your work and music and politics and everything.
Interest in music or politics?
Have you any interest in me?
Beautiful. You make a beautiful life.
Victor. I'm not a specimen. Can I ask you something? I want to have children. Do you want to have children?
Suppose. But,
Do you want to give me children?
God willing, yes.
I've waited and waited.
It won't be much longer. Just let me finish my work. I wish I could tell someone about it, but
Tell me, please!
I can't. I can't tell anyone. I wish I could tell you. But I can't.
All right, then go. Then go and do your work and be brilliant. And come back and give me 12 children. Go.
You have read this strange and terrific story, Margaret, and do not feel your blood congeal with horror like that which even now curdles mine. Sometimes, seized with sudden agony, he could not continue his tale. At others, his voice broken. Sometimes he related the most horrible incidents with that tranquil voice. Then, like a volcano bursting forth, his face would suddenly change to an expression of the wildest rage as he shrieked out imprecations on his persecutor. Oh, his tale is connected and told with an appearance of as simple as truth. That and the apparition of the monster seen from our ship the night before brought to me a greater conviction of the truth of Frankenstein's narrative than his asseverations, however earnest and connected. Such a monster has then real existence. Sometimes I look to gain from Frankenstein the particulars of his creature's formation. But on this point, he was impenetrable. "Are you mad, my friend?" said he. "Or whither does your senseless curiosity lead you? Would you also create for yourself and the world a demonic enemy? Oh, peace, peace. Learn my miseries, and do not seek to increase your hope."
Frankenstein, where is she?
She is here.
Then show me, genius.
Wait.
She is mine, please, please.
Are you saying that you will love her?
Yes, I am.
Because love is not something one can teach. Not simply something one can learn. If you feel it in your soul, or...
I do, Master. I love her. I do.
How does that feel? How does it feel to be in love?
It feels like I could do anything. Anything in the world.
Is that how it feels?
Yes. Bring her to life and I will cherish her forever.
Those are the words I was waiting to hear. You've shown me you have some grasp on the emotion we call love. Now, look upon your bride.
No! What is this? You destroyed her!
What do you know of the power of love? It is irrational. It is a pool of unreason. It is anarchic. It is volatile. Vertiginous, mad. Overall, it is uncontrollable. Millions of you on this earth, coupling, procreating. No! You were the only one of your species, and that is how you will stay.
No, awake, my fairest, awake, awake.
She will never awake!
Victor! Sir, open the door!